giving this a little bit late because tomorrow's the full moon. So I really wanted to get this here with the full moon. So if you're on this site, we talk about everything. We talk about tips for menopause, what we can do to enhance our life, how we can get grounded, what are some of the herbs that we could take. But it's really about that midlife, what people like to call crisis, that midlife change, menopause, perimenopause, all those things we're going through that make us a little bit loopy. And my story is going to come out as we talk through this, and I want to hear your stories. But I went through perimenopause and it was not great. Thinking I was a little loopy, a little crazy, always tired. So I want to talk about that with you guys. But today's message is walking through the mystery. And I know not all of you are going to like to hear this one, but because we're in this full moon energy, and I am a tarot reader too, on top of being an integrative therapist and an herbalist and all of those other things, there's this spiritual aspect to this journey that we're on, whether we like it or not. And if you're drawn here at all, you're drawn to that essence of you that feels a shift. It's like this crone stage we're moving into, this stage of really honoring who we are right now, really tapping into what it is that makes us feel like the wise women we want to be, like the wise women we know we are. So as we're navigating this, obviously the tarot cards of the moon is going to come up, but what else is coming up is the Three of Swords. And Three of Swords is a card about honoring your heart. It's the same place in our body where we feel grief when that card comes up, but it's the ultimate place where the desire of our heart, the deep love of who we are, resides. And so that's what Spirit's calling to us with this week. That's the message that's coming through, is what is that thing deep in your heart where you reside within your soul. And I am not talking about gut feeling. Those are super important. I'm not talking about feeling amazing and following the feeling like Neville Goddard talks about a lot of times. I love all that. But what I'm talking about is that core of you. So if you have children, or if you have someone you love dearly, or a pet you love dearly, I don't care who it is, I want you to close your eyes and sit in your body and say, this is where I feel that in my body. And usually it's like somewhere deep in your heart here, somewhere like, in mine, it's like right under my rib cage. And if I said to you, you know what, you don't love that person. You know what, you don't love that child. You don't love that pet. It wouldn't matter what I'd say. Wouldn't matter at all what I would say to you. I could not shift that love, right? That is the safest space in your body. And so it is also the place where you feel your deepest grief for the same reason. So this is the space we're talking from today. This is the space that Spirit has a message for you, because you know that you know on the hardest day, on the deepest day, even if today, some of you are having that day today. Today is just crap. You're feeling lost. You're feeling out of your space. It's like out of focus is the best way I can describe it for some of you. I have definitely had those days. It just feels like a fog has settled over. But what we have to do, what we're being called to do, is go to that heart of hearts. So if you're a meditator, if you can sit quiet, that's the space you want to reside in when you're doing that. If that's not for you, go on a walk. And as you're on a walk, don't be, just go from that gut space, because something in that is resonating right now. And you, if you can sit quiet with it, will get messages. There's messages coming up for some of you about switching careers and ending careers. There's a big thing in here about a shift. So some of you are wondering if it's time to move into a new space of your life. Maybe you're shifting altogether. Maybe you've been, I don't know, in accounting and now you want to go into nursing, or vice versa, or maybe you want to do a business for yourself, or maybe you're financially strong and you just want to try the thing you've always dreamed about. Will go from that space. I'm not here to tell you yes or no. It's that deep inner knowing in your spirit that will tell you that. And so that is the same place I will tell people that I feel joy. Joy is there. So you can be sad, you can be unhappy, you can be depressed, you can be fighting with your partner, you can be foggy, you can be not knowing what the frick is going on in your life, but the joy sits in there. That's where it resides. That's where that inner core of who you've always been, what you came as, the essence of you sits. And that can't be taken away. That can't go anywhere. And so if I would give you anything to do this month, if you know that space, then start exploring from it. That's Spirit's message. Stop waiting. Stop wondering where you go. Stop searching outside for things. I'm not saying don't go read magical books or listen to people that inspire you. 100% do that, because that can start activating that space. Put on music you love. Some of you go through your day in a routine. I'm seeing Spirit showing me this, where you're so stuck in this have to do it a certain way, you forget to turn your favorite music on. Go sit in your car and listen to your favorite song. Put on your little earbuds that people like to wear and walk around the neighborhood. Yeah. Some of you need to reside in that space. And for those of you that don't have a clue what I'm talking about, do that exercise. Like, ground yourself. Get quiet after this. Put some music on. If you've got, this is going to sound like a plug, but it is. If you want to go get the Velvet Reset, you'll see it in the bio. I spend a lot of time on that. It is a thing for you to go reset your soul. And if that doesn't resonate with you, just go find something that makes you feel delicious. That's why I've called it the Velvet Pathway. Velvet is soft and gentle, and you need to treat yourself with such grace and dignity. Spirit says you were made for more because you want more. Because you came here, and I'm not talking about physically more. You want to feel amazing. So hey there, we'll take that as a major message. You want to feel that the core of you is honoring what you know you're being called to do. And does not mean you need to save the world. Maybe you've raised your kids already and you're wondering what's next for you. This is this thing for you. And if you don't have kids, wherever you are, there's so many of you that just are ready to access that joy spot. You're ready for stepping out into more. Some of you have not allowed yourself to work with beauty. I don't know who this is for. I just keep seeing flowers, flowers, flowers. So I don't know if someone here wants to work with flowers or gardening. And I'm also getting the message for you, flower essences. So if you have never worked with a flower essence, I would really recommend you look into that. I'll be talking about some. If nothing else, go for the borage flower essence, or it'll be called starflower. That will bring you the courage to step out into more. It's my very, very favorite flower essence. There's so many, and it's such a beautiful energetic medicine. But yes, so if you're resonating with this as I'm talking about it, and you're like, oh, flower essences, or you're like, what the heck are flower essences? This is Spirit's message to look into it. Start stepping into more. Start looking at what flower essences will resonate with your soul. Some of you are clearly wanting to know exactly what the path is. And as we're stepping into this moon, what comes up is that when we're out in the dark and we shine a flashlight and we're going from our house to, let's say, down the lane to the neighbor's house, that flashlight will not shine on the neighbor's house. It's not that strong. So what do? We shine the flashlight in front of our feet, and we don't stop by step 5 because we can't see the neighbor's house, right? We know that light will guide us to where we're going. And that's your key. That's your key. Just shine the light on each step forward. Stop worrying about what's ahead in 2 years, in 5 years, what you're going to do, how you're going to get there. I'm not saying never think about that, but right now your mission, your guidance, your core being, your stepping into your heart is about shining that flashlight. What's ahead for you? What do you want for tomorrow? And then what do you want from then? Because you're going to start being guided. Feeling is the secret. That's the Neville Goddard statement. But also, as Abraham Hicks likes to say, if you're an Abraham Hicks follower, you can't get it done and you can't get it wrong. So there's a million things that your heart desires. Just pick one and do it. Start moving towards that. It can be gentle. It can be, maybe you've just decided, some of you want to be more crafty or baking and people don't see you as that person. So you're like, why would I start doing that? Or there's some hobby you want to try. Do that. Okay. You're being called for more. So We'll probably end a lot of these. This is a new channel, so we're just stepping into these messages, but I have been called to give them for years. Okay? So they'll probably get smoother. They'll probably get more detailed. Who knows what's going to come? I'm just going to let Spirit guide me. But I have been putting this off for years, and I know that it's time. So everyone, if you have time, if you're here, just put your hand on your heart. This is something you can do in the grocery store if you're having a panic attack. Some of you have been having those, and it's new for you. And not a full-blown panic attack, but you've been having like, well, when I used to get those, and even just grocery shopping, put your hand on your heart. Like, hold your own heart. That will really help you. And remember to breathe. Because you know what I'm going to say, and if you don't, then you will as you come through this. This too shall pass, and you've got this. You are magnificent, and you've absolutely got this. Life is meant for joy. Life is meant to have fun. So go have some fun. Go find that spot that can't be moved, that flame. There's another thing for you to know if you find that spot this week. As you start thinking about things you want to do, imagine a flame in that spot and what makes it light up more. What makes it flare up. Okay?